Welcome back, educators. This is one you to day one, session two of your training program. I'll give quick 10 seconds to everyone to settle down and to turn on their cameras. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your break. Now, there's a question. Anybody who used the last 10 minutes to do something productive, please raise your hands and do let us know what was that productive thing that you did in the last 10 minutes. Don't say that I had a glass of water. I know we all need to remain hydrated, but when I say productive, I really mean something productive that you did in the last 10 minutes. Avinash, your camera is off, so I want somebody else. Heartline. Yes, please go ahead. Something productive that you did in the last 10 minutes. Heartline from Tamil Nadu. I think she lowered down.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, just recall the things what you said in the last session.
Okay.
Yes, and it was very useful for me, ma'am.
Chalo.
That's the thing. Yes, that's the thing I did, ma'am.
Love your sincerity and dedication towards the platform. That last 10 minutes, she was going through all the pointers that we discussed in the class. Love it. Avinash, now since your camera is on, can you share what you did in the last 10 minutes?
Filling out the teacher account setup.
Okay, so again, he was related to Planet Spark only, filling out the teacher's handbook and everything. Okay. Shreyashi, anything that you did?
For the first few minutes, I went through the dashboard and followed by I was just reading a novel, few pages.
Thank you. Which novel are you reading right now, Shreyashi?
Currently, I'm reading Dance Brown, Angel and Demons.
Angel and the Demon, a good book. Even I have read it, and I recommend everybody else to do that. Okay, so good to know that, teachers. I really like that some of you were exploring your dashboard, which is very, very important. Though I have taken you on a tour to your dashboard, after the training program, please take out 5 to 10 minutes of your busy schedule and explore the dashboard. Where are the quizzes? Where are the assignments? What is my training schedule? The next 14 days when I'll be onboarded, at what time will I have my trainings? Mark your calendars accordingly and start exploring your dashboard. Thank you. Please lower down your hands, everyone. With this, I'm going to resume our session. Allow me a minute to share my screen with all of you. In the meantime, I request everyone else to lower down their hands. If you have any queries, believe me, I never leave the session until and unless all the queries are resolved. I'll be taking up your queries towards the closing part. Just be a little patient. All your queries would be resolved. That's my promise. I never leave the session until and unless all the queries are resolved. So just be a little patient there. We have discussed the norms. So now we come to our next slide, a very important topic. Who is a Planet Spark educator? Look at the illustration and please fill in the blank. Use the chat box to fill in the blank. A PS educator is one who wear multiple dash. What do you think should come in dash? Hats.
Hats.
Please use the chat box. Teachers, do not respond. Please use the chat box. Hats. Okay. So what does it mean? Everybody has written hats. Let me see the first one. Okay. Randomly, I'll pick up someone. Priyanka Anand, kindly raise your hand. Priyanka Anand. Not there. Okay. Aishwarya, what was your Priyanka Anand is there? Okay. So Priyanka, you have written that as a PS educator, we have to wear multiple hats. Correct? So imagine you're onboarded with Planet Spark. So what is the first thing that you have to do? You have to go to a mall or a local flea market, buy different colored hats, keep it by your side on the table, and every day, okay, today the rad. Is that what we mean by wearing multiple hats? Thank you for
No,
that beautiful smile and laughter, Priyanka. Much needed. Yes, please go ahead.
it actually means that we have to, mold ourselves to different scenarios, understand the need of the student, and mold ourselves.
Lovely, Priyanka. So the literal meaning of wearing multiple hats is you have to perform different roles, different responsibilities. Like Priyanka said, mold yourself according to the scenario, mold yourself according to the need of your learners and the demand of that particular situation. So lower down your hands. What are the hats that we are going to wear? Yes, we need to wear multiple hats. And what does these hat denote? You have to play the role of a mentor. I hope you are taking down notes because teachers, once again, I'll remind you, quizzes, assignments would be based on the training program only. So you have to wear the hat of a mentor, a facilitator, and finally, an influencer. Mentor, facilitator, influencer. Let us understand this in a detail. Who is a mentor? Samina, kindly read this for all of us. And while reading this, please emphasize on the last three words.
Sure, ma'am. A mentor who guides the learner throughout the journey with trust and care.
Okay. Anybody
Okay.
raise your hands? Why did I ask Samina to emphasize on trust and care? Or what have you understood by the role of a mentor here? Aishwarya, go ahead.
Yes, hi ma'am. I feel like a mentor because he is bestowed with the utmost duty of guiding his or her students, and that can only be done if we can win the trust of students. Because it's children, it's very difficult to earn their trust. You need to have a lot of smile. You need to constantly connect with them. You have to constantly assure them, give them affirmations that I am on your side, I am on your team, I'm not against you, I am there to help you out. So that is when the children give us the trust, we can actually care for them, we can actually guide them. Even if sometimes we, be a little harsh, at least the children will have the trust that no, this person won't, uh, betray us, because it's very difficult for children to trust anyone. They are very innocent, they are very honest also. So only the kind of people who can give them that amount of love and affection, they can only trust those kind of people.
Beautifully articulated by Aishwarya. This is exactly what I was looking for. See, here at Planet Spark, it is not a traditional. Well done, Aishwarya. Loved your response. Very beautifully articulated, I must say. I'll repeat that. So once again, I'll tell you, it's not a traditional classroom where there are 40, 50 kids and one teacher. Nothing of that sort. Here, you'll have a one-to-one interaction with your learners. One student, one learner. So the first thing that you need to develop is create that bond with your learners. Give them the confidence, like Aishwarya mentioned, I'm here for you. Give them this opportunity to express themselves. They should not be like, what if I say this to Aishwarya ma'am? Is she going to judge me on this? That should not be there in the back of their mind. They should be like, I'll discuss it with Aishwarya ma'am. If I'm wrong, she'll correct me on this. That should be the attitude of the learners. And who can create this attitude in them? Only you, when you develop a bond with them. So the first thing, if you want to be a great educator here at Planet Spark, the first thing that you need to learn is to develop that trust, create that connection, have that emotional bonding with your learners. It should be like, for example, if I have a class with Aishwarya ma'am at 7 p.m., I should be like, oh, it's only 6:30. I have to wait for another half an hour to meet Aishwarya ma'am. And it should not be like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. I have to attend the class with Aishwarya ma'am. And this is where you come into picture. Only when you create that bonding with your learners, they'll be looking forward to attending your classes, to meeting you, to discussing, whatever is there in their mind. You have to give them that environment where then they can express themselves, whatever is there within them, without the fear of being judged by the mentor. With me on this, teacher. So the first thing that you need to do is to develop a connection with your learners. And that is how you will be playing the role of a mentor. Okay. The next one, lower down your hands, everyone. A facilitator. Who is a facilitator at Planet Spark? Let's see. Priyanka Anand. Kindly read this. Who's a facilitator at Planet Spark?
Teacher is the one who creates the quality learning experiences and using their expertise.
Okay. Let me tell you one thing very clearly, teachers. The USP of Planet Spark is that for the teachers, we provide you with all the content, all the material that need to be taught to the learners that would be given to you. Whether it is your regular class or your demo class, what you have to teach to the child, that content would be given to you. But if I give the same content to Apurva and the same content to Sonia Grover from Faridabad, do you think Apurva and Sonia, you will be delivering the content in the same style? Apurva, please unmute and share your viewpoints.
No.
No. What would be the difference, or what kind of differences can be there? Anybody who wants to raise their hand and speak on this topic? The same content, would all the teachers be delivering the same content in the same style, or would there be any differences? Bhavika.
No, ma'am, the content will be explained in different manners by different teachers. For example, if I had to explain a concept to a child, I maybe use videos to explain the child, or through games, or through various other applications which can make it fun for the child. I would do that to explain a certain concept.
Lovely. Rather than, giving a lecture, a lecture method, if you have done
Yes.
a B.Ed, you would involve certain activities, certain games. You'll make it interactive so that the kids enjoy. And it is proved by research that when the kids enjoy the sessions, there's a better retention.
Yes.
They remember the things for a longer period of time. So this is where you'll have to use your experience and your expertise to make the classes engaging, informative, and fun-filled for your learners. So mentor means to build that trust and care. Facilitator means to use your experience, to use your expertise to make the classes engaging, informative. Okay, lower down your hands. Coming to the third one, influencer. Before I go ahead and ask somebody to read this, lower down your hands, everyone. Teachers, jitna quick आप hand raise में हो, please उतना ही quick to lower down your hands also for the smooth functioning, running of the training program. Lower down your hand, Aishwarya, Shilpi. Okay. Yes, I do agree that we all influence the life of our learners to a great extent. But here at Planet Spark, when I say influencer, this is a role that you would be playing with the parents. More than the learners, this is a role that you would be playing with the parents, because ultimately the parents are our stakeholders and we have to influence their decision-making ability. Okay? Here, I'll tell you, the ideal duration of a demo classroom is 1 hour. Please write it down. A demo class is for 1 hour. First 45 minutes, you are going to interact with the child. Last 15 minutes of the demo, you are going to interact with the parents. Whatever doubts, whatever concerns they have about Planet Spark, because if they are going to enroll, they'll be asking you a lot of questions like, how are you going to transform the life of our learners? What is your roadmap? What are you planning to do? And we are going to prepare you on everything, how to handle these questions, what are the right answers to be given to them. But in the last 15 minutes, you will be playing the role of an influencer to influence their decision-making abilities. So mentor and facilitator is a role that we play with our learners, whereas influencer is a role that we play in the last 15 minutes with the parents to influence their decision-making abilities. Okay. All three on the same screen. So please take a screenshot of this, teachers. Who's a mentor, who's a facilitator, who's an influencer. Take a screenshot of this. I hope you have done that. So moving forward, let's talk about you. Use the chat box to answer the question, what brings you to Planet Spark? You could have opted for, a school job, 9 to 5, anything, or maybe some other platform. But why did you choose Planet Spark? Waiting for your answers. Passing or sharing knowledge, my passion for teaching or hobby of teaching, flexibility to earn more, remote working, okay, more exposure, online platform, online tutoring, love to trade and teach, remote, flexibility, okay, tutor friendly, gain more experience. I love that, Neha. Okay, love teaching and speaking. Okay. So the major reasons that I could see on the screen are: number one, flexibility. Number two, work from home opportunity. Number three, your passion for teaching. Number four, you want to grow and evolve yourself. That is why you're here at Planet Spark. And another reason that can be added to the list is the global exposure, teachers. Planet Spark is the only platform that gives you this global exposure to such a wide extent. So global exposure is something that can be added here. Okay. So I'm going to show you a video of one of our teachers here at Planet Spark. Please, somebody is on unmute. Who's that? Most of the teachers, Khushbu, Sonia, kindly mute yourself, teachers. Thank you. So let's hear from a Planet Spark teacher, Miss Anugogia. Bhavika, I'll be needing a thumbs up if it is audible. Okay, I'll play the video. If it is audible, just give me a thumbs up, Bhavika.
I still remember the very first demo I took and the kind of mocks I cleared to be entitled as the public speaking expert at Planet Spark. Honestly, I was not aware much about the company and what kind of opportunity it was. I believe life is but a play of chance in the game of choice. Hi everyone, my name is Anu Gogia and I'm one of the highest paid teachers at Planet Spark. Bagging some 48 enrollments within 6 months, I want to share my remarkable journey to all of you, my fellow mates who are on the verge of beginning a spectacular career like me at Planet Spark. I saw each enrollment with a flashing amount of 41K credited to my account and just imagine that amount being multiplied to 48. I am delighted to share my world and a whopping salary around 70,000 catering to my account and not making me move an inch, just switching on my laptop. I wonder why I was running after a normal school job. And now, how surprisingly accomplished I am with so many acknowledgements, rewards, and recognition at Planet Spark in a jiffy. I always call it better than any other corporate job. I'm elated, euphoric, and do I need to say more? Planet Spark has not only made me grow as a teacher, but also these hours I put in are so therapeutic and it has enriched my language proficiency, enabling me with a global exposure, meeting children across time and geographical zones. I relish each and every student I teach and the kind of imagination and words I come across with each session. Thank you.
So that was from Miss Anugogia. Here are certain other reviews. I'll have the slide on for 10 seconds. Maybe you can take a screenshot, read it later from the resource deck. Whatever suits you, I'll have the slide on for around 10 seconds. And I know them personally, all of the teachers here. Now, moving forward, let's have a look at different growth opportunities. Very important. This is something that is going to give you a lot of motivation. But before I go ahead, what is your idea of earning at Planet Spark? Like, how can you earn at Planet Spark? Because I hope you know that there is no fixed salary that is going to be credited in your account. Like at the end of this month, 50,000, 70,000 would be credited to your account. There is no such fixed salary. So how can you earn at Planet Spark, or what does your payout depend on? Nandini, what is your idea? Like with the discussion with HR, what is the clarity about the payout? Can you tell us?
Yes, ma'am. According to me, we can earn more by giving more demos. And I think it was rupees 150 per demo, which we can earn. And ma'am, secondly, we can earn by our regular classes payout.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Nandini.
Yes,
So right now you have an understanding that you will be conducting your demos. So for the demos, you will be getting 150 rupees. Doesn't matter whether they are Indian students or international students, a fixed payout of 150 would be credited to your account. And if the kids like your classes, if they like the curriculum, They would be enrolling themselves with you and you will be taking their regular classes also. But let me tell you, other than your demo classes and your regular classes also, there are other ways how you can earn at Planet Spark, which the HR didn't tell you. Today also, I'll be just giving you an overview of it. I will be not going into details. Once you're onboarded, this will be discussed during your OJT, that is on-job training, but just giving you a little idea of the other earning opportunities. Please lower down your hands and please write down with a star mark there that at Planet Spark, star mark, matlab, in school, when our teachers used to say that this is something very important, we used to put a star there. So that is what I mean, put a star mark. That means this point is very, very important. Here at Planet Spark, we believe in the LPP program. LPP. Now, what does this LPP stand for? It stands for Learn, Practice, Perform. I'll repeat, LPP program. That stands for Learn, Practice, Perform. To get an idea of this, let's see. Neha Pathan, kindly raise your hand. Neha Pathan from Maharashtra. Okay, so Neha, imagine I'm your learner. You are my educator, you are my and I'm your learner. You conducted a demo session for me. Okay? My parents loved it because if I love it, that is not going to make the difference. Ultimately, it's my parents who have to like your classes. So imagine I loved it and my parents loved it and they have enrolled me with you. Another point, the ideal number of classes that we are going to offer to the kids is 165 classes. Please write it down. 165 classes. We call it our excellence program or the excellence course. 165 classes. So in the demo class, Neha offered me 165 classes. My parents agreed to it and now I'm enrolled with Neha ma'am. So Neha would be responsible only to conduct my learn classes, Neha. You will be responsible only to conduct my learn classes. What it means, Neha would be there in the class, I'll be there in the class, and imagine the topic is story writing. The module that we are covering is story writing. So Neha would teach me. Neha, mute yourself. I can hear a lot of background noise, so kindly mute yourself. When I'll be needing you, I'll ask you to unmute you. Okay. So Neha would teach me in the 1:1 class, that is the learn class, that how to write a good story. We need characters, setting, problem, solution to write a good story. But that's not all because I have just learned it from Neha ma'am. Now I need to practice it somewhere. So I will be attending my practice class where there would be 10 to 12 kids, not only Indian kids, but international kids also. So see the kind of global exposure that I am getting at this platform as a learner. After attending the learn class with Neha ma'am, I would attend a practice class where there would be 10 to 12 kids under the guidance of a practice class teacher. There would be a practice class teacher, which initially you are not responsible for. You are responsible only to conduct the learn classes. So now I have practiced it also. I have gained that confidence as a learner. Now finally I need to perform it somewhere. Only then the complete transformation would be there. So on my LMS, there would be certain quizzes, projects, assignments that I need to complete where I'll be performing the skills that I have learned with Neha ma'am in the learn class, practiced it in the practice class, and finally I'll be performing it with the help of quizzes, assignments, and other things that are available on my dashboard. Okay. So Neha, initially you were responsible only for the learn classes. Okay. Now imagine all the classes at Planet Spark are being recorded, teachers. We record each and every session at Planet Spark. And first 1 or 2 months, be prepared that your classes would be audited, evaluated, and feedback would be given to you. So imagine Neha is doing a great job in her demo classes and regular classes. Then we will give her this opportunity that, ma'am, are you interested to conduct the practice classes also? Neha would be like, yes, I am interested. Why not? If I get some additional payout, I'm in. So Neha would be conducting her regular classes, demo classes. Simultaneously, you would be attending the practice classes also. The payout and everything will be discussed with you once you are onboarded for the practice classes. So one additional opportunity is the practice classes that you guys are going to be a part of, but don't expect it in the first month or second month. Perform consistently, perform well, and then these opportunities would be open for you. Second opportunity is projects with the training team. Shilpa is a live example sitting in front of you. 4 years ago, I joined as an educator, like you all. I did my PI, PSET, I conducted my trainings, I conducted few demo classes, regular classes, and then they reached out to me that, ma'am, since you're performing really well, would you like to be a part of our training team? And here I am training the new teachers. Every day, remember 8,000 plus applicants? We hire so many teachers every week. We are in need of trainers. So this is yet another opportunity that would be open for all of you. But again, everybody cannot be given a chance. The good performers would be given this opportunity. Third is projects with the curriculum team. Now, what do we mean by projects with the curriculum team? The name says it all. Every now and then we have to update our curriculum because we believe that if we are not updated, we are outdated. So if you're good with that, the team might need your help and you'll be getting paid for that also. So you'll be a part of our curriculum team. The last one is workshop, and teachers are earning a great deal from these workshops. What are these workshops? Now imagine Padmini. Here at Planet Spark, we give you the students, correct? The students are given to you. But once you're onboarded, maybe Padmini is like, ma'am, I'm a teacher and I have some other students who would love to explore Planet Spark and would be a part of Planet Spark team. You know, the reference from your social network. For these kind of students, you can conduct workshops. You can invite as many parents as you want. You'll be getting paid for the workshop. Once the workshop is conducted, some students, for example, Padmini conducted a workshop with 10 parents. Out of 10, 5 said that we want to see how the Planet Spark classes are conducted. So Padmini would be conducting a 1:1 demo for those 5 students. So the demo payout also she'll get. Now out of 5, imagine only 2 got enrolled with Padmini ma'am. They were like, okay, we really loved the sessions and now we want to be a part of Planet Spark team. So Padmini would be the regular teacher for those 2 students. And there's something extra also because these are the students from your social network. You'll also get an incentive of 3% of their total course fee. Whatever fee they are paying to Planet Spark, out of that, 3% would be directly credited to your account. Second thing is, if 2 students are enrolled from your workshop, we will give you 2 already enrolled students with Planet Spark. So 2 students from workshop means actually 4 regular students, 2 from your workshop and 2 that Planet Spark would be giving you as a reward. So these are workshops. I know you might be having a lot of queries on this, but don't worry, teachers. As I mentioned, this is just an idea that I have given you. Once you're onboarded, things would be discussed in detail with you. How to generate the link for workshop, how to share it with the parents. If you're interested in practice class, from where to fill the form, everything would be discussed in detail. But for now, you should know, lower down your hands. Padmini, I'll take up your query. Please wait for the Q&A round. So the other growth opportunities, please take a screenshot. Practice classes, like I mentioned, LPP program, workshop demos, students from your social network, Projects with the training team, like right now, I'm a part with the training team, and projects with the curriculum team. If you're good with content creation, then this could be another opportunity for all of you. Once again, I'll repeat, once you're onboarded, complete details would be shared with all of you. This is a very important slide, how your payout would be calculated. For demo session, you'll receive an amount of 150 rupees. For enrolled students, if they are Indian students, 200 rupees per class. International students, 275 rupees per class. Not only that, we have a booster payout also. Now, what is this booster payout? For example, Nandini Gupta, kindly raise your hand. So sorry for that, teacher. So sorry. I hope you don't mind the inconvenience here. So Nandini, for example, I am a student from Dubai, international student. You conducted my demo, you got 150 rupees. I got enrolled with you, say for 100 classes.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
for every class, you'll be getting 275 rupees, regular class. Class 1 to 25th class, you'll get 275 rupees per hour. But from the 26th class to the 55th class, you'll get 275
Plus 25.
25, that is 300 rupees per class. And this continues 56 to the 95th class. 30 rupees would be added to the booster payout, to the base payout. From the 96th class, 40 rupees would be added to your base payout.
It means lectures, 26 lectures up to 55 lectures.
Yes, from the 26th to the 55th, it would be
And one lecture per day is
per
counted.
day. Yes, because
Okay.
the child would be there with you only once a week.
Okay.
Okay. So after conducting 25 sessions, if it is a 26 lecture, you would session, sorry, not lecture, 26 session, you would be getting 300 rupees. That is
And
270.
what will be the difference between session and lectures?
Lectures, there are nothing called lectures here at Planet Spark, Nandini.
Okay, ma'am.
Lectures means it's just one-way
One-way
communication
communication.
of knowledge. Correct?
Got it, ma'am.
Here at
Got it.
Planet Spark, we believe in active participation from our learners. So rather than calling it lectures or classes, we call it the sessions or the classes. Okay? So this is how your payout would be calculated. Workshop demos, I have explained it to you, but take a screenshot of this. This is a way how you can boost your monthly income by 20,000 rupees. Other than your regular classes and your demo classes, you can conduct workshops. The interested parents, you can conduct the demo for them. If they are enrolled, 3% of the course fee would be given to you as an incentive, and we would award you with already enrolled student at Planet Spark. So this is what we have for you when you conduct the workshops. These are some of our highest paying teachers here at Planet Spark. So this again acts like a motivation for all of you. Another thing, teachers, like I mentioned, we offer 165 classes to our learners. So if a child is enrolled with you for 165 class, every enrollment adds 41,000 approximately to your business. So the more enrollments you have, the higher would be your payout. How to get a student enrolled? Rather than doing it, let me share it with all of you. Now imagine I'm a parent who's looking for good public speaking, creative writing classes for my son. What would I do? I would pick up my phone. I would type in the keywords like English classes, confidence classes, communication classes. When I write the keywords, Planet Spark appears in the top 7 searches. And there would be a column for me. Are you interested for a free demo class? Let me repeat, teachers. We pay the teachers for the demo class. But for the parents, the demo classes are absolutely free of cost. We don't charge anything from the parents for the demo classes. So if I'm interested, I'll click on yes, I'm interested for a free demo class. There, I need to fill up a form, a very basic form with 4 to 5 details. The details include my name as a parent, my son's name, the grade in which he is, maybe 5th grade, 6th grade. I'll write the class. I'll also write my contact number, my email address, and at what time I want the free demo class. For example, I have filled that I want the free demo class on 3rd of November, 8 p.m. I have filled in those details. Now, as soon as I click on OK, you teachers, when you will be onboarded, your dashboard will be very, very different. Not the same dashboard that you have right now. Your LMS, that is the Learning Management System, would be very different. There would be a tab called, write down, Demo Request Page or the Demo Request tab. Now, imagine one of you, let's say Shraddha. Shraddha has opted for 4 to 8. That are the timings that she has dedicated to Planet Spark. 4 to 9, assumption, okay? Shraddha is free today at 8 p.m. She'll open her demo request tab and she'll pick up that demo for 8 p.m. The demo that I had booked, Shraddha would be accepting that demo. Write down, accept the demo. Once Shraddha accepts the demo, that demo will not be visible to any other teacher. And don't worry, it's nothing like first come first basis that, ma'am, what if Shraddha picks up the demo? There won't be anything left for us. Why do you think we are hiring so many teachers every week? Because the demand is very, very high from the parents. So every day you will see thousands of demos on your demo pool page, okay? But yes, Shraddha has accepted the demo. So now once Shraddha accepts the demo, my contact number will also be visible to Shraddha. Okay? So Shraddha, after accepting the demo, write down teachers, you need to make a slot confirmation call. Slot confirmation call. So Shraddha would give a slot confirmation call to me that, ma'am, I can see that you have booked a demo for 8 p.m. Are you available? I'll say, yes, I am available. Then at 8 o'clock, Shraddha would conduct a fun-filled, engaging demo for my son with me. First step was to accept the demo. Second step was to make a slot confirmation call. Third step is to make or conduct the demo at the time, whatever is decided by the parent. After that, your job would be over. That is the best part at Planet Spark. You don't have to run after the parents and convince them that, ma'am, what happened? You conducted the demo. Are you enrolling your child? No. We want you. You all are educators. We respect that. We respect you. We don't want you to get into that sales job kind of thing, which most of the platforms ask you to do. That you conducted the demo, convince the parents. No. We have a separate counseling team, sales team that would come into picture. They would be interacting with the parents, discussing everything, and they would be bagging the enrollment for you. Once the enrollment is back, now Shraddha would be conducting my regular classes also. So this is how it works. I'll show you the roadmap. Lower down your hands. And I need a volunteer who would be reading this for me. So please, the first one to raise their hand. Fastest fingers first. Shraddha. Okay. Shraddha, kindly read the roadmap for all of us.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are, Shraddha.
Okay. So the first thing is the interested parents fill the inquiry form. And then the Planet Spark provides content and curriculum for demo class. And after that, the slot confirmation call by the teachers. Then a teacher takes a fun and engaging demo. After that, teacher interacts with parents and share feedback for the child.
I'll stop you here for a second, Shraddha. After that, you can continue. This is a part of demo only. First 45 minutes with the child, last 15 minutes interacting with the parents. Continue, Shraddha.
Sure, ma'am. Then parents get a counseling session with the sales team. And lastly, the teacher gets an enrollment.
So this is how it works. Your job is only till here. That is to conduct the demo and convince the parents in the last 15 minutes. The role of an influencer. After that, our counseling team would be bagging the enrollment for all of you. Please lower down your hands. This is the data taken by some of our new teachers. First month, don't expect a whooping salary, teachers, because first month you'll be understanding the platform, conducting only the demos, and see the difference in payout. Demo is 150 only, regular student 275 rupees. So this is the chart of some of our new teachers. First month 18,000, second month 30,000. Slowly and gradually you can reach up to a mark of 60,000 and more also. Now, if you have any questions, please raise your hands. I'll be there and addressing them for the next 5 minutes before we go to our next topic. Sonia, go ahead. Sonia. I think Sonia is facing some issues. I'll come back to her. In the meantime, I'll take Mohana Kasi's query. Yes, Mohana. Okay, she has also lowered her hand. Mohana, is there something that you need to ask? Okay, no. I'll go to Nandini. Nandini.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to ask that I will be get paid for the demo if the child get enrollment?
No. Very good question. Whether the child get enrolled or he doesn't get enrolled, you will be getting paid for the demo class because you have put in your hard work. See,
Okay,
I'll
ma'am.
tell you very clearly, teachers, every demo will not be converted. Be prepared for it. Don't expect that, okay, today I have conducted 5 demos, so all the 5 demos would be converted. There are chances where all the 5 demos get converted. There are chances when not even a single one of them will get converted. So it depends on many factors like they should like your teaching style, they should like the curriculum, and most important, the budget. You know, it should, मतलब समझ गए होंगे what I'm about to say. They should be ready to shell out that big amount. So yes, the team would take care of everything else, but if you are conducting the demo, you will be getting paid for the demo class.
And ma'am, one question more. Ma'am, as I am having my private tuitions at 3 p.m. So in second week, how will be I able to attend the training?
That is, I told you, that is not mandatory, that is optional, Nandini.
Okay. Ma'am, can I attend it later on? After 6 p.m.?
You can watch the recorded session.
Recorded, yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shabana.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Ma'am, suppose I have booked a demo with a child. So the parents will be giving the topics before the class or something like that so that I can prepare on this that topic.
1 minute, teachers. This is not something that I have covered till now. Imagine we have to undergo 5 days of training. I'm going to cover everything. It's not that they are going to give a topic. We have a demo PPT that we would be taking up with them. I'll cover that. So please stick to the questions that have been covered till now, the topics that have been covered till now, because believe me, the next 5 days of training, we have everything planned, how to receive the demo, how to give the call, how to conduct the demo. We are going to cover everything. So please stick to the questions related to the topics that we have covered till now. Rest everything would be taken care of in our upcoming training programs. So I'll go to Gurpreet. Gurpreet, your query, please.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. So my question is, ma'am, whether we are getting any payouts after the onboarding session, like after we have onboarded, so whether we are getting any payouts?
Of course, Gurpreet. Once you're onboarded, you will be onboarded on day 10. Correct? So day 10, you will be conducting your demos. So whatever demos you conduct, you'll be getting the payout for that. Meanwhile, you will also be attending the OJT, that is your training program. So day 10, whatever demos you conduct, you'll be getting paid for that.
And there comes my second question. If we are conducting the OJT training, so how we will manage the regular classes with the students?
See, that depends. For example, when I conducted my OJT program, when I attended my OJT program, for example, if on this particular day, there is 2 hours of training program, I wouldn't pick up the demos for those 2 hours. I would pick up the demos for the other hours. Agar training 3 to 5 hai, I would pick up a demo for 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. for myself. That is how I would do that.
Flexibility. Thank you, ma'am.
So now I'll go to Samina. Teachers, I'll take up only 3 more queries, then all the queries towards the closing. So Samina, please go ahead.
जी मैम, when we give a slot confirmation call, no, तो तब suppose के parents they call,
Samina, I haven't covered slot confirmation call. We are going to cover it on day 4 in detail. How to make this call, which number to be used, what is the script.
No.
Huh.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay.
So I'll cover it on day 4. Sindhu. Sorry for this. Sindhu, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Rashmipa, I just wanted to know that through as we do the demo to the students and the parents are there at the end of the demo, we convince them they are okay to take they are okay for the continuing and they are ready to enroll. So do we again have to inform the sales team, or will they again call?
I told you, Sindhu, conducting the demo would be your last final step. After that, everything would be taken care by our counseling team. If the parents are enrolled, they'll give you a call, ask for your timings, at what timing are you available, ask for the parents' timing, discuss a mutual timing, and you'll get that enrollment. You don't have to do anything. You don't need to call the parents even once after the demo class.
One more thing. Suppose I have got one kid enrolled, let's say, after my demo, and that child, how can I be assured that I will be training the same child, because my slot timings could be different from that child's interest?
That is what I told you, that the counseling team would get in touch with you. They'll ask for your available slots. They'll ask for the available slots of the parents, and they'll discuss it. For example, if the parent said, I want it at 10 p.m., they'll say, sorry, sir, Sindhu ma'am is not available at 10 p.m. Her slot is already booked. So what about 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever are your available slots, they'll pass it on to the parents. And that's how you get it.
Thank you.
I'll take 2 more queries, Seha and Prateek. So yes, Neha.
Ma'am, how are you? My query is that since you told that it's a one-on-one session, if the number of students enrolled get increased, how we'll be managing those within that time frame? Or we can
Okay, got your query. What is the time that you have dedicated to Planet Spark?
4 to 8.
4 to 8. I told you a student would be there with you only once a week.
1 hour.
Learn class, I'll be attending only once a week. Rest of the week, I'll be busy attending my practice classes, performance classes. I'll be there, engaged with the platform, but not with you, Sneha. Correct?
Okay.
So 4 to 8, 4 hours, 4 into 7, because there are 7 days in a week. 7 4s are 28.
28.
If you pack 28 enrollments, only then your schedule would be completely packed. Sneha.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Prateek, the last query. Yes, Prateek.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, the timing of the day 5 training is in the afternoon, and I'm occupied at that time. I'm already teaching in one of the private institutes.
Wasn't it informed that the first 5 days there would be training program and it is mandatory, Prateek?
Ma'am, it is mandatory, but currently the timing is 10 to 1 p.m. But on the 5th day, the timing is different, as you have shown.
Don't you think you'll be able to make arrangements for one day, 3:30 to 5, just 1.5 hours, Prateek? Because it is an important training.
Okay, ma'am, I will try my best.
First 5 days. After that, it is optional. So please try to make some arrangements and attend the training, because like I said again, missing 1 day of training program doesn't directly affect your onboarding, but it is one of the factors that might affect your onboarding. So please make sure that you attend the training program. Maybe you can log in through your mobile phone, mics off, cameras off. You can listen to whatever is going on in the training program. That is how you can manage. Okay. So on this note, teachers, please lower down your hands. If you have any further queries, they would be taken up towards the closing part now. Everyone, please lower down your hands. Waiting for everyone to lower down their hands. Thank you. So We have already taken a break. How's the Josh, teachers? Please use the chat box. I know a lot of information was there today, too many balls in the air, but still if it is high, good to know that, good to know. Any one of you can maybe raise your hand and tell me on behalf of the other participants, is it boring, dull? But before you do that, let me tell you, abhi tak we have covered a lot of information and it might overwhelm you. But believe me, henceforth, we are going to pick up one topic and we are going to dive deep into it. So things would be easier henceforth. Any one of you can raise your hand and tell me on behalf of other participants, how is the trading going on till now? Samina. Yes, Samina, please.
Awesome, ma'am. It's like it's into the next level. I mean, I expected a little bit, I mean, thoda low, but expectations cross kar diya. It's really, really good. You're really training us so well.
So
Thank you
sweet
so
of you.
much.
So sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you, teachers. Please lower down your hands. And now, what we are going to cover is a very, very important topic. Let's start with a video. Okay, I'm going to play a video. It's a very short video of 2 to 3 minutes. But today morning also, I showed you a video of Elisa Dever. And I asked you to observe what she is saying. But when you will be watching this video, don't pay attention or very little attention to what she's saying, but your focus should be on how she is saying the things. There's a difference between what you say and how you say the things. So please focus on how she is delivering her content. First, let's watch it and then we'll be discussing it.
Life will sometimes feel like a fight. The punches, jabs, and hooks will come in the form of challenges, obstacles, and failures. Yet if you stay in the ring and learn from those past fights, at the end of each round, you'll be still standing. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow fighters, can you think of a time when life tried to knock you down? Who was your toughest opponent? Most often, our most challenging opponent is ourselves. Round one, college. I dropped out of college not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times. I told myself, college isn't for me, and I would never go back. Round 2, marriage. I married my soulmate, the love of my life.
Okay, so that was a video by Ramona. First of all, I want you to use the chat box and do let me know, was the video captivating, interesting? Was it able to capture your attention? Yes, it was captivating. It was engaging. Okay, now the question is, what made her speech captivating? Why was it so interesting to listen to her? So since you are raising your hands, please 1 pointer each. There are many things that needs to be discussed, but when you are sharing this, please make sure that you share only 1 point so that the other fellow mates can share their views. And don't forget to write down the points that your fellow mates are sharing with all of you. Okay, so Aishwarya, one thing that stood out for you.
Yes, ma'am. So the one thing which absolutely stood out was the energetic use of body language.
Lovely, the way she was using her body language. Now, Shivani, body language is a very wide umbrella. There are many things that come under body language. So can you be specific and tell me one thing under her body language that captured your attention, Shivani?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Shivani
Please go.
Raina. Sorry. It's Shivani Raina. I think I'll have to take the full dates because we have two Shivanis here. Shivani Raina. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, actually, I love the way she was defining success and failure.
Okay, so that is how she was saying the things, but what she was saying, but the topic was how she's delivering the concept.
Yes.
So one thing that stood out for you, Shivani, there?
Obviously, the energy and the body language she was using. And usually, what happens that after failures, we feel depressed and all. But still, she was giving a message of being positive and being motivated even after failure.
Okay, so
It's like every day can't be your day.
Lovely. So Shivani, like more than how she was saying things, she was influenced by her thought structure. The way she was presenting the things, the knowledge that she had about the topic, the way she turned such a serious topic into something very humorous, something very light to capture our attention. So Shivani was influenced by that. Okay, Bhavika?
Ma'am, I think what really influenced me was her confidence, again, body language, but the way she expressed herself, that's what really influenced me.
Okay, her confidence on the stage is something
Yes.
that Bhavika really liked.
Yes,
Okay, so
exactly.
confidence. Tina?
Voice modulation at every break,
Lovely.
where she is supposed to give a lower voice, higher increase of voice. Frequency of the voice is needed in order to attract the audience to pitch in the context what she's telling.
Lovely. She did not have a monotonous, boring, and robotic tone like I'm having right now. She was using a lot of voice modulation, the rises in the pitch, the right pauses, the right pace. Loved it? Vasmi. Vasmi Fanwal.
Yes, ma'am. How she confidently accepted her failures and showed us that we are ourselves are our competitors, not others. So we need to make changes in ourselves and take pride in our failures rather than being depressed.
Okay, so the conviction, she believed in what she had to deliver, so that conviction was there. Okay.
Yes.
Vijay Kumar, your input?
Yeah, she was very animated and she worked the whole stage.
Lovely point. The way she covered the stage, the stage presence. And why do you think she was covering the stage? She was trying to maintain that eye contact with each and every member in the audience. We were not shown the audience, but just assuming that there was a huge number and she was trying to maintain that eye contact to build that emotional connect with her audience. So she was beautifully using the stage for that. Lovely point, Vijay. Apurva?
Ma'am, during the speech, she took some pauses. So that was very important that the failures that she's talking about of herself is reiterated with the audience that she's talking to. So
Lovely.
that they
Right. Sorry,
know
I
what
thought you were
she's
done with
saying.
it. Apurva, please continue. Sorry for
Yeah,
interrupting you.
yeah, that is what I'm saying. That so that the audience can sink in with the thought that she is thinking currently.
Lovely. Whenever we speak, our objective is that our audience should not only listen to us, they should comprehend what we are saying. And in order to give that time to comprehend, we have to take the right pauses at the right time. Okay. So teachers, we have covered body language in general. I want you to be specific. Where exactly she used her body language this time? Akanksha.
Good afternoon, ma'am. She delivers her message through a very simple but powerful repetitive message, with not showing resilience not just in words but in actions also.
Okay, and action speaks louder than words. We all have heard it. She was not just verbally speaking, she was using her entire body to deliver that message. Okay, Amin?
Good afternoon, ma'am. So, ma'am, the thing that dragged my attention was when she was emphasizing on some words, she was using action on it, like round one. And it was like literally engaging. And when she told something about knockout, she used the action like knockout. I was like, okay, come on.
Even if you're not able to hear what she's saying, through her actions, you'll be able to relate it. Correct? So here, Amin came up with the point. Body language, yes. But under body language, it was her hand gestures, the way she was using her hands to relate to what she was saying. Great point, Aman. Under body language, hand gestures. Shreyasi. I'll take two more inputs, teachers, Shreyashi and Shabana. Yes.
I will say about her expressions that for the each word she was expressing, and as if like she was living the word she was speaking, and she wanted the audience to live on those words. If that is a sad emotion, then with little lower down pitch. If it was something which she is very proud of, very feels good about, then it is very energetic. And how she was talking with her expressions, not just words and modulations, but also with her expressions.
Lovely. Under body language, another important element is your facial expressions. And she was excelling it. You know, the way she was using her facial expressions was great, something worth praising. Okay, Shabana, last input.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, of course, she is very energetic and confident. The way she works throughout the stage and she talks shows her courage. And what inspired me the most, she told that she dropped out the college for multiple times, but she kept believing herself. She kept the confidence in her mind, and just she went on.
Okay, so Shabana loved that Ramona was resilient, she was persistent, and that is what made her relate to her. She was not like, I'm perfect. You know, sometimes the speakers, when they come on the stage, they share their success stories only, and you're not able to relate to them. But here she shared her failures and her achievements, which made it very, very relatable to all of us. Okay, lower down your hands, everyone, teachers, and give the heading in your notebook, the 5 pillars of public speaking. 5 pillars of public speaking. This is a very important topic. You'll be needing the help of this not only in your demo classes, but also in your regular classes. 5 pillars of public speaking. So some of you shared the emerging themes, that is the 5 pillars. Let's see. The first one, lower down your hands, everyone. Waiting for all of you to lower down your hands. Shilpi, Ashwarya, please lower down your hands. Thank you. So the first pillar is body language. If you're writing down these pointers, please leave some space, because under body language, again, I'll be discussing something. So maybe 4 to 5 lines, leave that space. First pillar is body language, which most of you shared. You also talked about her confidence. Then the way she modulated her voice. Thought structure, like the way she was saying the things, the conviction that she had, the knowledge about the topic. One thing that was missed by all of you was the fluency. She had a command over the language. She was very fluent in that particular language, and that is yet another reason we all were glued to whatever she was saying. So these are the 5 pillars of public speaking. Now let us dive deep into each and every pillar. I hope you have written down the 5 pillars: body language, confidence, voice modulation, thought structure, and finally fluency. Body language. Like I mentioned, there are many things that come under body language, but we are going to teach our learners and we are going to evaluate our learners on 3 elements under body language: face, hands, eyes. Please write it down. Face, hands, eyes. Face, when I say face, of course, it refers to facial expressions. Now, please pay attention here. If you're writing, stop writing for a minute and pay attention here. I'm going to speak a sentence. Based on my facial expressions, use the chat box to let me know what do you think of me as a person. Okay, if you had to give me one adjective based on my personality, what would that be? Okay, so here I start my sentence. Not right now. Let me speak that sentence in that particular emotion now. Okay. You know what happened, teachers? Yesterday, one of my neighbors, he passed away. Please describe my personality. I shared a news that one of my neighbors, he passed away. And what is the funny, interactive, joyful, happy, cold-hearted? Now we are coming to it. Inhuman, no, merciless, apathetic, no sympathy. Okay, my God, such harsh comments from me, teachers. But yes, I deserve that. Why? Because the news that I shared with you was a very sad news. And when I shared it with a happy expression on my face, it gave some negative remarks to my personality, like, right, merciless. Okay. But now, the same sentence. You know what, teachers? Yesterday, one of my neighbors, he passed away. Now, maybe the chat box would be filled with messages like, it's okay, ma'am, life is very short. May God give you the strength. May God give his family the strength to bear the loss. Now, that sympathy would be there for me. So, what made this difference? The sentence was the same. Yesterday, one of my neighbors, he passed away. He kicked the bucket, he died, whatever. But the expressions made a huge difference. From insensitive, now you all are there to share your sympathy with me, correct? So facial expressions can change the meaning of your sentence. Coming to number 2, that is hand gestures. Let us understand the importance of hand gestures. Again, I'll be speaking a sentence, same sentence with 2 different hand gestures. And you tell me, did the meaning change or not? I will not change my facial expression. I will not change my voice modulation. I'll just change my hand gestures and you have to raise your hands and tell me, did the meaning of both the sentence change or not? First sentence, teachers, we have a problem here. Second sentence, teachers, we have a problem here. Nandini, what happened? I did not change my voice modulation.
Yes,
I did
ma'am.
not change the words. I did not change my facial expressions. All
Yes,
I
ma'am.
changed was my hand gesture.
Hand.
Did the meaning change for you?
Yes, ma'am. When you said I had a big problem here, then you used hands closer to each other. And when you said that there is a short problem here, then your hands were apart.
Are you sure I did that, Nandini?
Yes, ma'am.
No, sorry, teachers, I didn't do that. Let's see, Parinita, can you tell me what happened here? Parinita Singh. I think she's facing some issues, so I'll go to Gurpreet.
Yes, ma'am. When you
Yes,
share
ma'am. Sorry.
Sorry, Parinita. Gurpreet, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am, in the first sentence you have used this word. So this depicts that you are sharing a short problem. So then you have depicted like this. So it was a big problem for you.
Okay,
So
but
this
what
way.
was the hidden meaning? Yes, short problem, big problem, but the hidden message. Can somebody tell me about the hidden message behind it? Diksha, if you had to read between the lines, what would it mean? Diksha.
Ma'am, actually, you didn't change your facial expressions or you didn't change your words even. So all the sentence is difference between your hand gesture. You put firstly hand gesture like this and again you push the hand gesture like this. Only this difference makes your words different. Like first, in the first sentence, you told yourself by your hands only like problem is little, but you didn't say it about your words. But and next sentence you tell about the problem is like big without saying by your words, but even saying about your hand gesture.
Very good. Lower down your hands, teachers. The first sentence, the implied meaning was, it's a small problem. No worries, we'll take care of it. It's manageable. But when I said we have a problem here, it seemed like an alarming situation that if we don't work it on right now, maybe there are certain consequences, certain adverse effects that we might need to face here. And what brought this difference? The intensity of the problem was changed. Somebody has written very well in the chat box, that I perceived it in two different ways. Small problem, we'll deal with it. It's a huge problem, alarming situation. We need to work on it right now. So this is the power of hand gestures. Now coming to the third point, eye contact. 12:41. We have been interacting with each other for the last 2 hours, 41 minutes now. Correct? Tell me honestly, did anyone feel that I'm not paying attention or I'm not giving 100% to the session? Nod your head in yes or no. No, everybody is feeling that I'm paying attention and I'm there in the session. Now again, observe me. I'm constantly talking to all of you and I'm going to tell you that these 5 pillars of public speaking are very, very important. Something that is going to transform your journey, and this is something that you have to evaluate your learners also. Please raise your hand. Anybody felt the difference? Was I paying attention to the session? Giving my 100%? Samina, you got a chance. Prateek, I'll go to you. Yes, Prateek.
Ma'am, in this conversation, you are not interacting, you are not making eye contact with us.
But I was constantly talking to you, Prateek, giving you all the important information.
But still, you were not directly interacting with us. You were seeing at other places.
Lovely. Though I was constantly talking to you guys, I was giving you the right information, but just because I was not able to maintain that eye contact, everybody started and judged me that she's not there in the session, she's distracted, she's taking care of something else, she has a bigger fish to fry. See, ladies will be able to relate to this, especially the ones who are married. If you talk to your husband and your husband is like, the phone is there in my hand. Lower down your hands, everyone, so that I'm visible on most of the screens. Please lower down your hands. Everyone. Okay. Ashwarya, are you married? I don't think so. No. Parilta, you are married, correct? Okay. So let's do a role play. Imagine I'm your husband and you are talking to me. Okay, go ahead. Let's do a role play.
Yes. Hey, listen, I've got some work to do.
What is it? Tell me.
You haven't paid the electricity bill.
I'll take care of it. I'll pay it by tomorrow.
Just look at me once. You're not even looking at me.
Whatever
Are
you
you
are
even
saying,
interested?
whatever you are saying, I'm listening to you and I'm giving you the response.
You are not even interested in conversating.
I'm talking to you constantly. What else do you need from me, Parilta?
You have to look into my eyes. Just look into my eyes and then answer.
Got your point, teachers. With the help of this role play, what I was trying to prove, though she asked me, have you paid the electricity bill? I gave her my response that no, I haven't taken care of it yet, but I'll be doing that the first thing tomorrow. Like, I'll do it tomorrow. But she was like, why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you paying attention to me? Why aren't you listening to me? So many questions. And the only reason was, Parilta, while talking to you, I was not maintaining that eye contact. And that is the reason that gives an impression that I'm not interested, I'm distracted, I'm not attentive. So eye contact is something very, very important if you want to build that emotional connect with your audience. Your audience could be 10,000 in number or a single student who's there in the class. He's also your audience for that particular time, correct? So you have to maintain that eye contact to build that emotional connect with them. Okay? So body language, quick recap, facial expressions, hand gestures, eye contact. Now coming to the second pillar, voice modulation. Please write down first, then we'll be discussing this. Under voice modulation, the first thing that is very, very important is to emphasize on important words. If the words are very important, we emphasize on those important words. To understand this, again, I'll need a volunteer. Maybe the volunteer would be Akanksha Sharma. Kindly unmute yourself, Akanksha Sharma.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your name is Parinita, correct?
No.
You'll stop here or will you give me a response in complete sentence, Akanksha? Okay,
No,
let's start and giving me the response in complete sentence this time. Okay. Again, I'll repeat. Your name is Prateek.
No, I am Akanksha Sharma. Why are you calling me?
Okay, enough. Did you notice knowingly, unknowingly, she said, no, she emphasized on this. My name is Akanksha Sharma. She stressed on those words. Why? Because she wanted me to remember it's not Parinita, it's not Prateek, it's not Shilpa, it's not Katrina Kaif. My name is Akanksha. She stressed on the important words because she wanted me to register the word Akanksha in my mind. So emphasizing means laying stress on certain important words so that the audience can know that this is the most important word in the sentence. That is called emphasizing. Getting more voice modulation is not only about emphasizing. There are the 3 P's. We call them the 3 P's. What are the 3 P's? Pitch, pace, pause. I'll repeat. Pitch, pace, pause. First, let's understand pitch. Okay. Samina, unmute yourself and raise your hand, please.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing, Samina?
I'm noting down the important points, whatever you are telling me, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what are you doing, Samina?
Ma'am, of course, I'm doing whatever you are asking me to do.
Okay. Samina, why were you taken aback for the second time? Like, to answer the second question, you took fraction of seconds. It was like you were taken aback. Why? What happened? First time also I asked you the same words. What are you doing, Samina? Next time also the same words were repeated. What are you doing, Samina? So what happened?
Yeah. Because the way you spoke in the first sentence was a bit soft and gentle, whereas second time you were like a bit louder and harsh.
Okay. Gentle to harsh. And what brought this transformation? My pitch.
Pitch, yeah.
Correct? When I
Yeah.
said it in a softer tone, it was like Samina knew that she's concerned about me. She wants to know more about me. That is why she's asking me, what are you doing, Samina? But when I raised my pitch, she was taken aback because it sounded more like an accusation. Like in the classroom, I remember when my teachers used to ask me, Shilpa, what are you doing? They didn't want a response from me. That was his way of saying that I'm not minding my P's and Q's, I'm not behaving in the class, or I'm not paying attention to it. So from concern to accusation, the difference was through my pitch. Okay, so that is called pitch. Number 2 is pace, P-A-C-E. Now, what is this pace? Every vehicle has a speed, correct? When you're driving inside the city, it's 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers per hour. When you are on the highway, 60, 70 kilometers. Sometimes to get that adrenaline rush, 100, 120 kilometers per hour. In the same way, whatever we speak, our words, the words that come out of our mouth, even they have a speed. But we don't call them the speed of our talking. We call it the pace of our words. Now imagine if I start talking to all of you in a very fast pace, do you think you'll be able to understand what I'm saying? Even if you try and understand, it will take you a lot of focus, attention to concentrate on what I'm saying, and even I'll be out of breath. What happened here, teachers? Did you understand what I was saying? Were you able to understand? Ashwarya, would you like to tell me what happened right now?
Yeah, you are speaking really fast. Most of the time, we won't be able to grasp even 90% of what you're trying to say.
Lovely. And even I was out of breath towards the end. Correct. So when I maintain a very faster pace, my audience will not be able to understand what I'm trying to say. Then the entire purpose of me giving a speech for 10 minutes, 15 minutes would be down the drain because my audience was not able to comprehend what I was saying. So maintaining a very faster pace is a big no-no. Now, imagine if I start talking to you in this space, Some of you would be like, ma'am, jaldi karo, khana banana bhi hai, khana khana bhi hai. We don't have the entire day to listen to you. Correct? So you'll be losing that interest in whatever I have to say if my pace is too small. Too slow. Not small, too slow. So a very faster pace is a big no-no. A very slow pace is another big no-no. Then what you should be doing? Maintaining a moderate pace, is that the solution? Even that is not the solution. Now imagine I'm talking to all of you in a very moderate pace. It's not very fast, it's not very slow, but after 2 minutes, you all would start feeling that it is very monotonous, it is very robotic, it's very boring, it's very dull. Agreed? I sounded monotonous, robotic. So what you have to do is you have to modulate your pace. At times to grab the attention a little faster, and then suddenly when you drop down your pace, the audience is now thinking, what are you going to say next? So modulating your pace is the right way to grab the attention of your audience. Neither very fast, nor very slow, nor a moderate. Modulating your pace is the right strategy. Coming to the third one, pause. Lower down your hands, please. Pause. Why is Shilpa even discussing pauses? We all have learned it since our childhood days that whenever there is a punctuation mark like a full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation, we need to take a pause there. Correct, teachers? We all have learned it in our childhood days. Is this the only purpose of pauses? Because for me, pauses are the superheroes. So if somebody can tell me, yes, Shilpi. You need to unmute yourself, Shilpi.
Sorry, ma'am. I want to say that we should pause somewhere and we need to punctuation. We call it punctuation. We continuous speak with it will not give any meaningful words. But if we pause somewhere, public will attend us with a meaningful sentence.
Okay, but now my question remains the same, Shilpi. Where do we need to pause? Only at the punctuation marks?
No, ma'am. We need to stop where we need to deliver the topic, or some people are listening to us. So punctuation, जैसे I would say stop there where we need to stop.
Okay. Got your point, Shilpi. Chalo, let me tell you, teachers. Whenever you're talking to somebody and suddenly you take a pause, for a second, all of you are thinking, what is she going to say next? Did it happen with you? When I stopped and took a pause, you all put on your thinking cap and it was like, what is she going to say next? So to capture the attention also, sometimes we take relevant pauses, even if there are no punctuation marks, to grab the attention of our audience. And not only that, pauses can completely change the meaning of your sentence. Completely. How? To understand this with the help of an example again, lower down your hands. Imagine I'm a person and I love 3 things. I love cooking, I love my family, and I love my pets. These are the 3 things that I love. So with the right pauses, first I'll say the sentence, I love cooking, my family, and my pets. I'm a very sweeter kind of person now. I love cooking, family, and pets. Now I'll remove the pauses and tell me, what did you understand? I love cooking, my family, and my pets. Please raise your hand, and did the meaning change when I remove the pauses? Okay, Sujata's hand is raised. Yes, Sujata, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. To be meaningful, you need to have some pause.
No, here, let's be specific enough. Here in this particular sentence, what happened? When I spoke the sentence about the 3 things that I love with the right pauses, and when I removed the pauses, what did it mean? Let's hear it from Shivani Singh. Okay, Shivani.
First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me such opportunity because I've been waiting.
See,
So,
Shivani, I do understand, but you have to understand, you have to put yourself into my shoes. 150 participants, though I tried
yeah,
my level
ma'am.
best to, but yes, I'll,
Okay.
yes, go ahead, Shivani.
So, the difference between the two sentences is that the first one is telling you are fond of different things, like you love teaching, you love cooking, and you love your family and your pet. But the second one is like you are cooking family. Okay, you're not cooking food, you are cooking family. That's the different, and the dialogue or the different sentence will give the different meaning. So that's the, importance of the pauses that you have to take the break between the sentences.
Sentences. Rightly said by Shivani. The first sentence, and let me tell you, teachers, I'm a pure vegetarian. But the second sentence made me sound like a cannibal. You know, who are cannibals who love human flesh. So it gave me the impression, the impression that right now maybe I'm going to grab my mother-in-law by her sari, marinate her, and put her into a big cauldron and start cooking her. So that was the difference. In Hindi, to understand this, like those who understand Hindi would relate to me in this, ruko, mat jao. So I'm telling you, wait, don't go. And the second sentence would be, ruko mat jao. Don't wait, go. So again, the pauses changes the meaning of the complete sentences. Okay, lower down your hands. Quick recap for voice modulation. Number 1, emphasizing on important words. Number 2, the 3 P's, that is the pitch, pace, and pause. Coming to the third one, the third pillar of public speaking is confidence. Now, I'm not going to discuss confidence right now. I'll tell you why. First, we'll cover the fourth pillar, that is thought structure. Now, what is thought structure? Thought structure, write down again, teachers, please. Thought structure means having the right knowledge about the topic that you are going to deliver. You need to have the knowledge, correct? If you're going to present on a topic, the first thing that you need to do is to gather that information, to have that knowledge about the topic. To understand this, again, I'll be needing a volunteer, but the volunteer has to be a vegetarian and you should know how to cook. Okay, Garima. Avinash, you know cooking? Good to know that.
Yes.
Loved it. Okay, so maybe I'll take Avinash example only. Garima, I hope you don't mind because first time I have seen a male participant raising their hand when they say I know cooking. So thank you, Garima. So Avinash, you're a vegetarian?
Yes.
You know cooking?
Yes.
So if I ask you to share the recipe of maybe aloo ki sabji with all of us, you'll be able to do that?
Yes.
Yes. But if I ask you to share the recipe of maybe butter chicken, will you be able to do that?
I'll need to hit AI first.
You need to hit the AI, maybe the ChatGPT, Gemini, or certain YouTube videos on how to. That means Avinash right now will not be able to share the recipe of butter chicken because he doesn't have the knowledge on that particular topic. His thought structure is not supporting him on this. Okay, thank you. Now imagine, Avinash, I'll ask you, do you know how to prepare a great cup of tea? Of course, if you know cooking, you know how to
Yes.
make a great
Yes.
cup of tea.
Yes.
But imagine you don't know how to make a great cup of tea. Okay, so I know I have the right knowledge on how to prepare a great cup of tea. So I'll be sharing that information with you, Avinash. Okay, and tell me with my instructions, will you be able to prepare a great cup of tea or not? That is the task. So here I go. Listen to my instructions because I have the right knowledge. Even I know how to prepare a cup of tea. So take some sugar, put it on the gas, strain your tea, bring it to boil, add some water, strain your tea, add some ginger, crush the ginger, serve it to your guest, add some cardamom leaves. You need to crush the cardamom leaves also, bring it to a boil. What happened, Avinash? Will you be able to?
Structure is missing completely.
So the knowledge is correct. I included cardamom, ginger, tea leaves, milk, tea, but it was not presented in a structured manner. The logic was missing. The chronology was missing here. So thought structure, there are 2 points, teachers. Number 1, right knowledge. Number 2, presenting that knowledge in a structured, logical, chronological manner. That is also very, very important. Just having the right knowledge will not help you. We need to structure it in such a way so that the audience can relate and understand whatever you are saying. So thought structure, once again, a quick recap, 2 things. Having the right knowledge. Number 2, presenting that knowledge in a structured, logical, synchronized, chronological, whatever you call it, manner. That comes under thought structure. Lower down your hands. Fluency. Now, what is fluency? Let's understand this. I'll be speaking a sentence. You have to tell me, am I fluent in English or not? Don't just tell me yes or no. Give me the reason also. If I'm fluent, yes, because you are taking care of this. If I'm not fluent, you'll raise your hand and tell me you are not fluent because of this reason. Okay? So here I go. Hello, my name is Shilpa. I'm from Delhi. I have 19 years of experience. Okay. Garima, I'll give this opportunity to you now. Yes. Was I fluent? First say yes or no.
Not really.
Okay, I was not fluent. Why? What happened?
The confidence of speaking was missing. Though the language, the grammar was fine, but the confidence with which the words were coming out were not spontaneous. And that's why it seemed as if those were broken sentences. The spontaneity was not there.
Very good. You're very close to what I'm looking for. The spontaneity was not maintained. And what broke that flow? Can you be a little specific here, Garima?
I guess it was little lack of confidence, or probably the lack of thought that this is what I wanted to speak.
No, I had a great idea about myself, 19 years, everything. I knew what I had to speak, but still that flow was not maintained. Yes, most of you have given me the answers in the chat box, teachers. Lower down your hands. I was using a lot of ums and ahs. And this ums and ahs are called the filler words. Please write it down, the filler words. No, I was not using any pauses. To be honest, teacher, somebody has written that I was using a lot of pauses. No, I was using my vocal cord throughout. I didn't even take a pause for a single second. My name is Shilpa. I'm from Delhi. That constant use of my vocal cord was there. But yes, I was not fluent because I was using a lot of filler words. So write down under fluency, the first thing is the ability to form longer sentences without fillers, without hesitation. I was hesitating a lot. So I was using a lot of filler words and I was hesitating. So the first condition is the ability to form longer sentences without fillers, without hesitation. Okay. Lower down your hands, everyone. I'm a very good student. Okay. Somebody told me right now that Shilpa, you were not fluent because you were using a lot of filler words. So I will control my filler words because I'm a good student. And again, I'll speak something. You tell me this time I'm fluent or not. I've taken care of one thing, that is filler words. Hello, everybody. I'm super excited to meet all of you here. We are going to have a very fun-filled and engaging session today. I hope all of you are going to enjoy my training program. Therapy. I did not use filler words, so I hope I was fluent this time. Therapy. I think she's facing issues, so I'll go to Avinash. Yes, Avinash.
Though you are fluent, however, the pronunciation distracted me completely. Though there were no fillers, but still the fluency distracted me quite a number of times because the pronunciation that I'm used to is not something that I heard.
Lovely. So I didn't say it. You all told me that I was not fluent because I didn't have the correct pronunciation. So under fluency, the second point is correct pronunciation. That is very, very important. You may not be taking filler words, but if you are mispronouncing the words, you can never be called fluent in that particular language. So please make sure pronunciation has to be correct to achieve fluency. Now to this time, I'm very sure no filler words, no pronunciation mistakes, and I hope I'll be fluent for all of you. Lower down your hands. Don't try to nitpick. हाँ, छोटी-छोटी गलती मत ढूंढना. Lower down your hands. Neha, lower down your hand. Neha Pathan. Okay. So teachers, I enjoy trainings. I loves to train learners like you all. So we all are going to have lots of funs in our training program. Parinita, I did not make even a single pronunciation error. I did not use filler words. So I hope I'm fluent now.
Ma'am, there was a lot of grammatical mistakes.
It's so difficult to please you guys. But yes, right.
The tenses were not used correctly.
Right, Parinita. So the third factor is, yes, correct grammatical structured sentence. You know, the grammatical structure has to be there in your sentence. So point number 1 under fluency is ability to form longer sentences without hesitation, without fillers. Point number 2, correct pronunciation. Point number 3, grammatically correct sentences. Okay? When you achieve these 3 things, only then you can achieve fluency in a particular language, whether it is Hindi, English, whatever it is, the 3 pointers needs to be taken care of. Please lower down your hands, everyone. Now, I hope rather than doing it with the slides, because it gets very boring and you will not be able to retain it for a longer period of time, we did a practical example of almost each and everything so that you can relate with it and you can use it with your students if you want to. Some of the examples to teach them. You can also, take a leaf from my book here. Now, I did not share confidence. Why? I'll be skipping 2-3 slides. I promise I'll come back to it. But before that, please take a screenshot of this. Body language, confidence, voice. Certain examples and non-examples are given here. Whatever we discussed it through the role play, it is written here. Body language, confidence, voice. Coming to the next 2, thought structure, fluency. Take a screenshot of this as well, teachers. Thought structure, fluency. Now,
मैम 1 मिनट वापस से करिए प्लीज.
हाँ जी, वापस से कर रही हूँ, please. Here it is. I hope you have taken a screenshot now, Patini.
मैम first वाला.
First wala is here on your screen.
Just a second.
Okay. So now, teachers, I told you I did not discuss confidence. Why? Let's understand this. Confidence, the first example is good eye contact. Can you use the chat box and do let me know good eye contact comes under which pillar that we have already discussed? We have discussed 4 pillars. Good eye contact comes under which pillar? Body language. Thank you so much. Teachers, don't unmute, right? Use the chat box. No hesitation while speaking. It comes under which pillar? No hesitation while speaking. Shilpi, please don't unmute yourself, please. It's fluency. Thank you so much. Audible voice. It comes under which pillar? Voice modulation. And that is the reason I did not discuss confidence, because confidence cannot stand alone. It is a pillar that is based on all the other 4 pillars of public speaking. If you're using the right body language, right voice modulation, if you're fluent, if you have the right thought structure, only then you can appear confident in front of your audience. That is why I did not discuss confidence here. Now I said I'll be skipping few slides, so it's time to go back to those slides. Yes. The 7-38-55 rule of communication. Give the heading in your notebooks, teachers. 7-38-55 rule of communication. Before getting to this topic, Communication is of various types. Okay, the two major ones are verbal communication and non-verbal communication. I hope all of you have heard the terms verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Okay, verbal communication, like somebody is saying no, so quickly I'll tell you. Verbal communication means the words that I'm using right now. The words constitute of my verbal communication. But when I'm talking to you, I'm using my hand gestures, my facial expressions, that comes under non-verbal communication when I use my non-verbal communication. So if I had to ask you a question, see, the right situation is your verbal communication and your non-verbal communication, they should go hand in hand. Only then you'll be able to deliver something effectively. But if you had to choose one between verbal and non-verbal communication, what do you think is more important? Don't write both, because that we know is the ideal solution. But if you had to choose one, verbal or non-verbal, what would it be? Please use the chat box to write your answers. Verbal, verbal, non-verbal, non-verbal, verbal, 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 non-verbal, verbal, verbal. Oh my God. First time in the chat box, I have seen this confusion here. Around 50% of you are supporting the verbal communication and remaining 50% non-verbal communication. Okay. Again, let us understand this with the help of a role play. I'll be doing an activity. Observe my verbal communication. Observe my non-verbal communication, and please tell me what would you really believe. Imagine I wouldn't have told you that this is an activity and I would have started the training program on this note. Okay? Hello, teachers. I'm super excited to have all of you in my training program. I'm full of energy today. Looking forward to have a fun-filled session with all of you. Please raise your hand. What was I saying verbally? What did my non-verbal language say? And what would you believe? Vindhya.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Your expression is something change, and your words is something changes.
Okay.
Not matching the same.
Sorry to interrupt you. Verbally, I was saying I'm excited, full of energy, looking forward. Correct?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
non-verbal, what was it depicting?
Non-verbal, you are trying to say that you are feeling lazy, sleepy, and tiredness.
And what would you believe, Vindhya? Tell me honestly, would you believe what I said, or would you believe my non-verbal communication?
Ma'am, from my side, I believe both are important.
Okay. No, right now, when I gave this example, imagine I would have started the training on this note. क्या बोलते आप? सच्ची बताना, अगर आपके बगल में आपका हस्बैंड या आपकी सिस्टर, एनीबडी सिटिंग, क्या बोलते आप उसको कि ये ट्रेनर कैसी है?
Obviously, negative response will give.
नेगेटिव आता, पर नेगेटिव क्यों आता? वर्बली तो मैं बोल रही हूँ ना that I'm excited, full of energy. Then why that negative effect?
You are trying to say something different, and you are doing your
Vindhya said
expression
that
different.
she would not believe whatever I said verbally. She would believe my non-verbal communication. Okay. Lower down your hands. I know what you all are thinking. You all are like, ma'am, this was the over-exaggerated version to show the importance of non-verbal communication. But I still think that verbal communication is much more important. Some of you might be thinking that. Lower down your hands. We'll have another activity on this. Please lower down your hands, everyone, as quickly as possible. Shraddha, lower down your hand. Thank you. Now, all of you have played Simon Says during your school days, or you play with your kids, like somebody gives you certain instructions and you have to follow those instructions. Same thing, I'm going to give you some verbal instructions. Listen to me very carefully. What is the task? Listen to me very carefully and repeat the actions. Everybody should be doing that, okay? So everyone clap your hands. I'm keeping a watch. Roll your hands. Be quick in doing that. Make a symbol of very good. Put it on your forehead. Put it on your eyes. Put it on your nose. Put it on your mouth. Put it on your cheeks. Stop, everyone. Sakshi, don't try to change. What did I say? Put it on your cheeks. Avinash, very cleverly, you're a very sly person. You have changed it. But I have, that eagle eyes. Remove it. Okay? Release everyone. I said, before starting this, listen to me very carefully. Pay attention to my verbal communication. I want you to focus on what I was saying. But 90% of you, कोई confused लग रहा है? Teacher, cheeks. And most of your hands were here. Chin. Correct? I copied you. I ended up on the chin. Shriyasi has mentioned. That is my exact point. Rather than focusing on verbally what I was saying, you all focused on my non-verbal communication because I had my hand on my chin. Most of you ended up touching your chin, whereas verbal, the instruction was put your hand on your cheeks. So this proved that verbal communication is important, but way more powerful is your non-verbal communication. Parents, okay. Imagine your son or daughter came back. It's a very, day-to-day kind of situation and you'll be able to relate with it. Your son or daughter came back from school. You ask them, how was your day? Acha tha, mama. It was a good day. You'll start probing them. Tell me something is wrong. Please tell me what happened. You don't feel like it was a good day. But verbally, he said that he had a good day at school. But rather than believing on what he said, you observe his body language. Ki dull hai, tired hai, sad hai, pitch low hai. So this again proves that verbal communication can lie, but non-verbal communication can never lie. So it is your non-verbal communication that is way more powerful. And it is not Shilpa saying this. This has been proved by a lot of researchers, psychologists. Let's understand the 738-55 rule of communication. This is a rule given by Professor Albert Mehrabian. And he says that whenever you interact with someone, they are influenced only 7% with your words, remaining 38% through your voice modulation, and 55% with your body language. So verbal communication accounts for only 7%, remaining 93% is your non-verbal communication and paralinguistics. So if next time somebody asks you, what is more important? Is it your verbal communication or your non-verbal communication? Without a second thought, you should tell them it's our non-verbal communication that is way more powerful than our verbal communication. How long the session is going to be? It's going to be till 1:30, teachers. Okay. So now, 5 pillars. Please watch this video. It's a very short video of, sorry for that. It's a very short video of around 2 minutes. Observe this video and then I'll ask you certain questions. Keep your pen and paper ready and observe.
The British imposed a lot of unpopular taxes on the American colonists and didn't let them elect representatives to the British government. In retaliation, the Americans started to boycott British goods. In 1773, Americans in Massachusetts dumped a shipload of British tea into Boston Harbor. This became known as the Boston Tea Party.
Okay, that was the video. Now, before raising your hand, before writing your responses in the chat, listen to me. When your learners come to your class at PS or at Planet Spark, we don't just tell our learners that it was a good performance, it was an average performance, or it was a bad performance. We never do that. We evaluate our learners on these 5 pillars. For example, maybe I'll tell him, This is something that you were great at, but you need to work on your body language, your hand gestures. So we always evaluate them on the 5 pillars of public speaking. So my first question is, imagine he or she is a learner in your classroom. He gave this speech and we have to lower down your hands because I'll be doing this activity in the chat box. So everyone, please lower down your hands. Okay? And we have to give him a benefit of doubt also. What would be the benefit of doubt? That whatever content he has prepared, the script that he had in his hand, he has prepared it himself. That is a benefit of doubt that we are going to give him. So based on this, based on his body language, no other pillar, if you had to rate his body language on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, how much would you rate him? Only on his body language. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We all are on the same page because why? Body language includes 0 was never an option. See, teachers, you need to understand and stick to the rules. 1, 2, 3. We all are on the same page here because body language, somebody gave him a 5 also. Kalpana, kindly raise your hand, please. Kalpana, you have given him a 5. Kindly raise your hand. She's not here. Maybe it was a mistake. Okay, Vijay Kumar has also given him a 5. Vijay, kindly raise your hand. Yeah. Vijay, can I know why have you rated him a 5? I want to understand your perspective on this.
Yeah, the content was good. The points were there. Only the body language and voice was not there.
Okay. Vijay, here you are getting influenced by the overall performance. The content was good. But I asked you to rate him on his body language only. I did not ask about the entire performance. I asked you to rate him on his body language. Okay. So do you think you'll still stick to 5 or would you like to change your score? Only body language.
2.
2. Now we all are on this is the purpose of this activity, that please don't get swayed away by the overall performance. If I'm talking about body language, rate him on his body language. Body language, 3 things. Face. He was not using any facial expressions. Eyes. He was reading through a script, so that eye contact was not at all there. Hand gestures. Again, he was holding a piece of paper, so he did not use his hand gestures. So it results in a very low score of giving. Padmini, I think this is the 5th time that you have been unmuted.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. So, body language deserves a very low score. Now, coming to the second pillar, voice modulation. How much are you going to rate him on his voice modulation skills? 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. So all of are again on the same page. No emphasis, no, change in pitch, pace, pause. So a very low score. Now we come to the third one. Confidence, I'll not take up right now. Thought structure. Please rate him on his thought structure. 1, 2, 4, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 7. This is where we see a huge difference. Earlier 2, we all were on the same page, but this is where I can see a huge difference. 1 and 8 also. Okay. Somebody who has given him a 1, please raise your hand. The first one. Anybody who has given him a 1, raise your hand. Richa. Everyone else other than Richa, lower down your hands. Richa, be prepared. You'll have to justify why you have given a 1. Everyone else, please lower down your hands, Garima. Yeah. Somebody who has given him a score of 6 or 7, raise your hand. Richa, keep your hand raised. Aarti. Okay, Aarti, what is the score that you have given him?
I gave him 7.
7. Richa, a 1. Correct? So here we see a huge contrast. Everyone else, please lower down your hands. I want Richa and Aarti to be there on the frame because here I can see a huge difference. 1 and 7. Richa, can you tell me why have you given him a 1?
Because his thought structure was not confined, because if it was there, then he does not need to the reading this script. and he can convey his message without the reading script, or he can use eye contacts and other things. So that is the one thing, that he does not have a thought structure in his mind.
Okay.
So
He
he
was
need
not
a script.
maintaining an eye contact. First point. Correct?
Yes, yes. And he
So
also need a script also.
he
Uh,
uh,
so he go through the what is the basically the points and that he want to deliver. So
okay.
that is one of the most biggest point. He does not have a thought structure.
Okay. And what is thought structure, Richa?
Thought structure is basically the message that he want to deliver.
Okay.
Keep
Knowledge about the message that
enough.
he wants to deliver.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll go to
That
Aarti.
is also prepare in his mind also, na, ki matlab he has that thing in his mind, and he does not need a continuous or support of anything.
Okay. Let's understand this. Aarti, what is the score that you have given him? 7. Why?
I gave him a 7 because I felt the content was well prepared. He had it showed that he had the right knowledge of the topic, and it showed that it was structured, and there was a certain chronology. He mentioned the dates, and I like how he revealed that, the Americans dumped tea into the Boston River and it was called Boston Tea Party. That was an interesting piece of content. So I feel like if he did the scripting, then he did a good job in structuring that content.
Because I told you that we have to give him a benefit of doubt that whatever is written on his script, he has prepared it himself. Got my point, teachers. He was not maintaining an eye contact. That is a separate, different pillar. Body language. He was nervous. That is why he had to look at the paper. Again, comes under confidence. But if I talk about his thought structure, he had the right knowledge on the topic. If I would have just taken his script and read it, I would have got a fair idea about American Revolution. He gave a relevant example of Boston Tea Party also here. So believe me, teachers, it's very easy to get influenced by the overall performance. But here at Planet Spark, our job is not only to find the areas of improvement. Our first and major job is to find the strength in our learners and highlight them. So if this would have been a learner in my class, first I would have appreciated him for his thought structure, that you did a lot of research and I really got a lot of idea just by listening to you on American Revolution. But these are the things that we need to take care of. That is, there was no eye contact, no this, no that. So thought structure is something that he performed really well. He had the knowledge and it was structured in a logical manner. Thank you, Aarti. Teachers, I hope with me on this. I know overall performance was not good, but thought structure is something that we are going to appreciate him for. This is a strength that we are going to leverage on in our upcoming classes. Okay. Now the last, fluency. How much are you going to rate him on his fluency? Use the chat box. 9, 6, 8, 3. Okay. 1. Isha has given him a 1. Isha, kindly raise your hand. Isha, kindly raise your hand. Okay. Anybody else with a low score? I want to see. Isha, what is the score that you have given him, bacha? 1. Can you tell me why?
Because he hesitating while speaking.
Okay. Hesitation was there. I completely agree. Okay. And that is why most of the teachers has not given him a perfect score of 10 and 9. They have kept it to 6, 7. Hesitation was there. What are the other things that come under fluency, Isha? Pronunciation?
Am I audible?
Yes, Isha, you are. The other
Emphasis
things
is
that come
important words
under...
which ma'am, emphasis, important word, pitch.
That is voice modulation, Isha. Right now we are discussing fluency. And fluency, remember, no hesitation, no filler words. That was there in his, speech. So not a perfect score. But as far as pronunciation and grammatically correct sentence are concerned, let me tell you, he's a native English speaker. His pronunciation was better than mine. He did not make even a single grammatical error. So giving him a score of 1 shows that हमारा concept clear नहीं हुआ है, Isha. Correct? So please, a homework for all of you teachers, the 5 pillars of public speaking that we discussed today. Have a recap, read the pointers because I can ask you these questions anytime, anywhere. So now, again, his fluency deserves an average score of 6, 7 or 8. Not a perfect score of 10 because that hesitation was there in his voice, but not even 1 or 2 because his pronunciation was great. His grammar was absolutely correct. So a score of 6, 7 or 8. Yes, the only thing was that he was hesitating, and that is why I told you he doesn't deserve a perfect score of 9 or 10. Okay, let me share my screen with all of you here, teachers, again. So we have watched this video. Is there anything else? The 5 pillars we have discussed, objectives we have covered. Closing. Before we come to the closing part, teachers, remember you have to attempt your quizzes, you have to attempt your assignments and the self-sessions. Quizzes and assignment needs to be completed today. Assignments, you have the deadline till Thursday. On this note, let me tell you, I had a lovely training program with all of you. Thank you for participating actively. And now I'll be here for another 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any doubts, any concerns, any feedback to share, please raise your hand and I'll be catering to that. Others, if you don't have any doubts, any feedback to share, you can leave the session, but please make sure that you join the session tomorrow on time. Thank you. Thank you for the lovely messages in the chat, teachers. Thank you so much. So yes, I'll start with Sonia.
Actually, I'm traveling tomorrow. That's why, how would I continue with the class? I mean, how would I attend the class?
Sonia, the HR didn't tell you that you have 5 days of training program?
She told me, but this is an emergency. That's why I had to be on travel. But I will try to attend the class.
See, please make sure, at least mark your presence with.
I will mark my presence. It might be I will attend the complete class also, but this time I am not sure that I'll be able to attend the class 50%, 60%, or maybe.
Even if you attend the class for 50%, 60% with your phone, make sure the camera is off, the mic is off. You listen to the things and watch the recorded session in that case, Sonia.
I'll take my laptop with me also, but I am not sure. I can't say that I'll complete the whole class. That is the only
That is what I told you. Try your level best to do that because that is mandatory. But still, if you're not able to do that, make sure you mark your presence by keeping your mic off and camera off, listening to it, and that walk the recorded session.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonia. Now I'll go to Samina.
Ma'am, can I ask you questions like apart from the topics which you taught today or no?
Please, because we are going to cover everything, Samina.
Okay. And can I even ask about payout, like a payout thing?
Yes, payout was asked, so you can go ahead and ask questions on payout.
Okay, ma'am. When we will be coming to that OJT training session, during that session, will we get paid or no? The payment will start only once we start the demo classes and all.
See, first 10 days, you will be attending the training program. You will be giving your mocks. Correct? You will not be attending any demo sessions. You will not be conducting.
Okay.
Day 10, you'll get a permission from us that you are live, go on board and start conducting the demo classes. So you'll be conducting the demo classes from day 11. You will be attending your trainings also. So whatever demos you conduct from day 10, you will be getting paid for that, Sabina. It's not that you'll have to complete 14 days of OJT. Only then you'll be getting paid for your demos. No, your payout will start calculating from day 11 only, Samina.
Okay. And what if, like for example, in worst scenario, if any parent is actually not liking the demo of any teacher, and if they just want to leave out the session,
That
then
we'll
will
discuss. That's a hypothetical situation. We are going to discuss everything
okay,
on this session.
ठीक है. Okay, that's it, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Gurpreet.
Ma'am, I have two questions. My first question is about voice modulation.
Hmm.
Like most of the people don't have a voice modulation while they communicate.
Hmm.
So, for example, if I'm taking a class, so how I will achieve that?
Like how you will achieve that as an educator, Gurpreet?
Yes, ma'am. Right.
We have many other. Today, we have just given you an overview of what is voice modulation. In our upcoming classes, we are going to learn how to use this voice modulation to make your classes engaging, how to use your body language. We are going to discuss everything, Gurpreet.
Okay, and my second question is about ma'am GST. So,
boxschedules@planetspark.in. Write a mail to them for this.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Padmini. Unmute yourself. जब unmute करना है तब आप unmute नहीं कर रहे हो Padmini.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
मैम 11:30 को मैं ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाई. मेरे को ना आधा घंटा लग गया ढूंढने में कि कैसे करना है ज्वाइन. तो मैं 12 o'clock ज्वाइन किया मैंने.
But Padmini, I made it very clear. I took you on a dashboard that this is where is the day 1, session 1 link, day 2, session 2 link, drop down arrow pe click karo. Where were you in the first half? Because I took all of you on a tour to your dashboard so that you don't face these kind of issues. But it's
Yes,
okay. Whatever done is done. Like there's no use crying over the spilled milk. Please watch the recorded session in that case also, Padmini.
Where will I get the recorded session?
First half attend किया था Padmini?
First half, हाँ.
So I took you on a tour to the dashboard. Day 1, there is a drop down arrow. When you'll click on the drop down arrow, you'll see the recorded session also. From there, you have to watch the recorded session.
And मैम quizzes and assignments का समझा दीजिए वापस से मुझे कि
I'm
आज ही
so
करना है
sorry.
तो.
I'm so sorry, Padmini. Please watch the recorded session. Not possible for me to explain everything about quizzes and assignment again in detail. So please watch the recorded session for that.
Yes.
Thank you. Aishwarya.
Good afternoon, ma'am. First of all, thank you so much for the day 1. So I would like to know about regarding you. We have to complete assignment and self sessions, right? So what this assignment would be like? Is it kind of we have to write, create a
You'll have to record
content?
your videos.
Ma'am,
You have to
pardon?
record your videos, Aishwarya. Everything is self-explanatory. Once you click on it, they'll tell you everything. Refer to this slide, do this, do that, and you'll have to record your videos in assignments and self-sessions, Aishwarya.
Okay. So the second doubt is regarding like you were describing like there are 5 modes of like regular classes and other practice classes and 5 total things. So I would like.
No, Aishwarya, I never said there are 5 types of classes.
I mean, you were the like workshop demos and 5 types of how we can
additional earning opportunity.
Correct. So I would like to know regarding like is there any like maximum and minimum like this much regular classes I can conduct and minimum that this much at least minimum regular classes as well as practice classes when it comes to workshop demos. Is there any rule like maximum this much or minimum this much? Anything?
Got your point. Aishwarya, first of all, let us understand that practice, workshop, training, these are additional opportunities. If you want, go for it. If you are not interested, no need to take that. So minimum की बात वहाँ तो खत्म हो गई, correct? But when it comes to the regular and demo classes, imagine you have dedicated 3 hours to the platform. Let's assume you have dedicated 3 hours to the platform. So 3 into 30, monthly hourly count is 90 hours.
Correct.
Maximum, no limit. You can accept as many demos as you want because we need more and more teachers. So even if you're conducting 200 demos in a month, good for us, go ahead and do that. But as far as minimum number is concerned, out of 90, you should at least dedicate 70 to 75 hours to the platform. That is our minimum requirement, Aishwarya.
Okay. So, as like demos, we can give regular classes also. No discrimination among both.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Erapi. You're on mute, Erapi. You need to unmute yourself, please. By the time, yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, can you change my name, ma'am? Because it's displaying my husband name.
You can rename yourself. Please learn it through ChatGPT or Gemini how to rename yourself, Therapy. Because even if
Okay.
I do it today, I would have done that. But tomorrow, when you log in, again, you'll be logged in with the same name. So learn how to
Okay.
rename. It would take me just 10 seconds to rename, but that is not going to serve the purpose because tomorrow again you'll have to rename. So learn it how to rename yourself, Therapy.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anamika.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Anamika.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Firstly, ma'am, I want to say that this training program is very well, and your communication skill is actually very excellent. I like this very much. And previously, I was not very interesting, but now I am very, very much interested in this.
Good to
So
hear that.
your
Good to hear
communication skill is excellent.
that. Thank you, Anamika. Thank
And I want to ask a question ki, does Planet Spark teach communication skill in English only or any other subject like math, science
We have
and
maths also, but we have separate trainers, separate, batch for maths, not this one. Yes, we have
actually,
maths.
ma'am, I was discussed this in my
That you
interview
want to
session
opt for
also.
maths. It's okay.
Yes.
I'll tell you what to do in that case. You need to attend the first 5 days of training, and then once you'll be onboarded, then you will be receiving separate guidance on how to conduct maths classes. Because in this classes, you'll learn that how to build that connection with the parents, how to know that what this Planet Spark platform is all about. But after that, you'll receive a separate training once you are onboarded. Or JT training would be different for you, Anamika.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Neha.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello,
Yes, Neha, go on.
ma'am. My question is not related to training. I want to know how to blur yourself in a video. Sorry, ma'am.
ChatGPT, Gemini, please just write your question how to blur my background in Zoom meetings. They'll give you a detailed explanation on that.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka Anand.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if there's a network problem here because of which I'm getting connected.
You have to be a little louder, Priyanka. Your voice is very meek, barely audible.
What I'm saying is that there was a network problem at my end. Because of that, I was getting dropped from the class. And that was happening frequently. Would that affect my attendance? That was
Not
happening in the
exactly.
middle of the class.
See, not
And if I want to see the recorded lectures, would it be the same content? Because I've missed a part of the lecture that we were giving out.
the content would be the same, but like I mentioned, the participants will not be the same. It's a pre-recorded session. So
Yeah,
yes, you
that's
can definitely
fine.
watch the recorded
And then
session.
whatever I have missed, I'll be able to take that.
Yes, but please make sure, Priyanka, take care of your internet connection because very soon, if you're onboarded, you will be conducting the live sessions, and in that case, poor internet connectivity is definitely going to hamper it.
I know, but it's like something is happening to my Wi-Fi today. So I'll get it checked and all. So that's no problem. But it was already.
No worries. The attendance will not be affected.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shivani.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one small question I have. Ma'am, regarding the payout, demo is one-on-one, right? So, are we paid per head or it is depending upon the hours?
I couldn't get your question, Shivani. You already
My
mentioned it's 1:1.
Yeah.
So
So
obviously
that
this
is
one,
But for the regular class, say for example, there are 5 students in my regular class. No, it is one-on-one only.
One only.
Okay,
Even if you
fine.
get 5 students, one student would be for Monday 7 p.m. and others Tuesday 8
Got
p.m.
it, got it.
So 1:1 only, whether it is demo class or regular class, Shivani.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. I'll go to Aarti because most of the hands are raised, but the cameras are off, and I never take queries of the people whose cameras are off. So Aarti, go ahead.
Hi, Shilpa. So I had a query regarding fluency, one of the pillars. So I feel one of the best speakers that I've seen and also political leaders, APJ Abdul Kalam. He has a very strong South Indian accent, and he often mispronounces words, but he's a very captivating speaker. And he has a great body language. He has a great structure in his thoughts. But if a student like APJ Abdul Kalam were to come in front of me, how would you train them? Because it's an accent issue. It's not like pronunciation. They're not, purposely mispronouncing it.
Got it.
So
It
how
is
would
the
you train them?
MTI, that is the mother tongue influence, Aarti. Correct? So here we are not going to train them on the accent, not at all. But Aarti, like here also you mentioned that he's a great speaker, but this is something that is a problem. Even you highlighted it, correct? If he would have taken care of that also, additional bonus ho jata hamare liye. So it
Like personally, I've never thought of him as like, oh, because of his accent, I'm not able to understand what he's
that is
saying.
because, Aarti, I'll cut you short here. He's overpowering the other 4 pillars of public speaking. And that is why we can see a balance here. Our topic is, see, we always say, aim for the sky and at least you'll land up in the clouds here. है ना? So we have to make sure that we are training our learners on all the 5 pillars. But there are certain learners who will master one pillar, but they'll be still struggling with the second, like APJ. But overall, he's a great orator. Nobody can be as eloquent as APJ Abdul Kalam is. But एक pointer है ना, if he would have worked on that, icing on cake हो जाता आरती, है ना? So that is why we say we are going to work.
But isn't that what makes him unique among all the political leaders that you see?
I don't
Like that
agree to
his
this.
accent.
No, I don't agree to this, Aarti. Not at
I've
all.
always,
It's about his thoughts.
I've always
pattern, it's
felt
about
that you bring a certain, like you bring a certain personality to your speech. It's not just something that you've prepared. So there's a certain identity also that you bring, that I am from this place. I come from these humble beginnings. So this is how I'm going to be. And I feel like he's done enough to make up for the rest of it, like you said.
You're speaking yourself, Aarti. Whatever points I had, you are telling me that you are ignoring his MTI because there are so many other aspects that he has mastered. He has built that trust and credibility that he's the right person to speak on this topic because of the experience that he has gained, because of the, things that he has achieved in his life. And that is why we are not nitpicking. We are ignoring that particular aspect. मतलब कभी नजर भी नहीं गई होगी कि वो ऐसे कर रहा है, उनको improve करना है, because he has mastered all the other areas. That is why I mentioned aim for the sky and you'll end up with the clouds, Aarti. Okay? Thank you so much. Now I'll go to Sindhu. Teachers, you have to be a little quick now. Yes, Sindhu.
Hello, I would like to know a little bit about the work days and the week offs.
Sorry, you would like to know about the?
Week off. Would it be on Sunday?
Sorry, about the?
Week off. Would it be on Sunday?
No, week off. No. We expect you to work on weekends. Why? Because the flow of demos is very, very high on weekends. The parents are at home, the kids are at home, no school for them. So if you want to take a day off, you can decide any day and you don't even need to decide because Sindhu, I already mentioned 90 hours. For example, 3 hours in a day. So 90 hours. Today, maybe you conducted 6 sessions. Tomorrow, you are busy. You did not conduct even a single session. That's completely up to you, Sindhu.
Got it. Thank you.
But we expect you to work on weekends.
Sure. Thank you.
Isha.
Ma'am, can I use a different language like Hindi or English, both the language during the demo or the sections?
That depends. If the parents are not fluent in English, we'll be switching to the language that they are comfortable with. But if the kid is not comfortable in English, we will not be switching to Hindi. We will be bilingual with the kid. That we'll discuss once we come to it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bhavika.
Ma'am, actually, I'm a little slightly confused, although I've understood everything. First of all, thank you. It was a very exciting session. I was expecting little less, but I got a lot of more in knowledge from it. I'm sure this will help me out. My first question, ma'am, I give tuitions at home, and I had opted for the slot of 3 to 10 p.m. Now, in that slot, I already have two students coming at 4:30 and at 6. During this time, if I get demos, how can I work? How can I?
You will never get demos. We will
Okay.
not reach out to you and say that Bhavika ma'am, have this demo for 5 p.m., 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. That is not how it works. I mentioned that you'll have a page called the demo request page.
Yes, correct.
So
Yes.
early in the morning, if you feel that these are the 4 hours that I can dedicate, you'll go
Correct.
to your demo pool page and pick up the demos only for those 4 hours that you are ready to dedicate.
Okay.
You
Okay.
will not pick a demo for 4 p.m. when you already have a tuition student.
Exactly, right. My second question is, ma'am, while filling the initial form for Planet Spark, we were asked like what subjects would you like to teach also. So obviously I opted for language and maths and science and social studies, obviously for the lower section. Would there be separate trainings for that also once onboarded?
Yes, your OJT would be different. On-job training would be different. First
On-job
9 days
training.
would be same.
Okay.
OJT would be different.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Now Heartline is also there. Heartline. I don't know her
Yeah,
name.
ma'am.
Like,
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, ma'am. I have nearly 2 doubts already. I think it is cleared, but I want to know that I have selected the slot.
Mute yourself, please. Bhavika. Yes, Heartline. Go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. I have selected the slot for 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, as you said, the demo session will be selected by us. So, is it okay where I can select in the mid of the night, that is early morning, US students?
See, again, I'll clarify this. You will be giving your mocks, correct? Before you're
Yes, ma'am.
onboarded, all of you would be attempting your mocks. In the mocks, we would be evaluating you, and there are certain teachers who can get a green signal for all the 3 zones, senior, junior, adult, Indian, international. But there are certain teachers who we feel that, okay, they are good for the Indian category, but still they need a little more practice before they handle the international students, because international students, a different kind of command, proficiency over the language is needed. So that would be decided once you clear your mocks, Heartline, that whether you will be given international students or not.
Then another doubt, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. My major is max actually, but after the HR round, I just told her that I'm in max. So what can I do during this period or after this training session?
The same question Bhavika asked me, and I've given her a response. First 9 days would be same. Your OJT would be different, Heartline.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank you,
On
ma'am.
this note, teachers, I'll take your leave. Please join the session tomorrow on time. And once again, a quick reminder, quizzes, assignments, self-session. Start working on it. Start exploring your dashboard. Demo class content, teacher's handbook. Start exploring your dashboard. So I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone, take care, and I'll be taking your leave. Bye-bye.